right, we are live.
All right.
Fooey.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers. Oh man, I'm seeing top dogs in here. Peter White, Bourbon Kitty, Big Daddy H. I already said top dog, and Josh Fritz and Bourbon Engineer. That's who I'm seeing on the chat right now.
Yep. Uh-oh. Urban Engineer. Duck and run.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got a whole lot of bad weather up there around Kentucky, Tennessee. Tornadoes, lots of flooding. It's going to be flooding around. Oh, that's definitely my neck of the woods up there.
Yeah, I think it's missing us to the north.
We've had a little bit down here, but it's all. I guess it's the jet stream which is pulling all the moisture out of the Gulf down here by me and pushing it up that way, which it normally does anyway.
Yeah. Lori. Now I do have to make a statement. I'll make it now and later.
Right guy. Cheers, Charles.
Lori, I got you wrote down there. Yeah, I've had quite a delay getting these last prizes out, and this is exactly why I quit doing the quarterly drawing, because I don't have time. And if you've noticed, I changed the slides a little bit. I don't go do a whole bunch of pictures and images and editing and making new videos, and I'm trying to standardize stuff. And I didn't get this show posted till 30 minutes ago. That's how late it was for me to get this thing. Even I didn't even send Mark the link till probably about 16, 17 after.
Yep. Hey, Kathy.
But anyway, I've got them all ready, and shipping will occur here in the next couple of days. I'll guarantee you. But yeah, I'm a little bit behind on stuff.
Yeah, I've been busy myself. I have been in touch with Eric Gunnarsson about his samples, and we figured out what he wants. So I'll be pouring those up tonight, and hopefully I can go ahead and get those, posted, ship it out tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah, and I will get whoever mine's samples tonight's mine, so they will go out. I mean, it won't take me a little bit to box those up and get the label on them, but yeah, I will get all that stuff out. And of course, the winner of the quarterly drawing was also the winner of the samples that were mine, and I'm sending them 6 instead of 3, in there. So they're going to be in that same box.
That's good. Makes it easier.
So one label, but now, yeah, it's just been going. But we have to get the hashtags going. So let me go ahead and play this, and I'll get that first hashtag ready. All right. So tonight, the top 10, random subject. I did a quick search of top 10 animals people have as pets. So this is the top ones, right? It has nothing to do with the subjects, we might discuss or might not discuss, but here we go. Number 10, ferrets. Now, these are in order of popularity. I didn't know that many people had ferrets.
Now, I had one once, years ago.
Now, I did put the hashtag itself. If people remember, back in the 80s, there was a movie came out called, and there was a TV show for a little bit, I think, based on the movie. But it was called Beastmaster.
That sounds familiar.
I think the guy's name was Mark Springer that starred in it. I believe that's correct. Well, he had 2 ferrets he carried around in his pouch on his side.
Mm-hmm.
And they were called, I believe it was Kodo and Podo.
Huh.
I think that's right. So I put Kodo down there because that was one of his ferrets.
I think they used to use ferrets for ratting, for hunting down rats, and then also rabbits as well.
Yeah. Boy, we had a little beagle dog named Sam one time, and I watched a rabbit run in a hole, and those dogs were after him. And I
Yeah.
could see, I just saw him at the last second through the brush, the
Yeah.
briars, and I saw him, and I was about to raise my gun up, and he goes, "Whoop," and I was like, "Uh-oh." And that dog ran up there and he started digging down in that hole, and all I could see was that beagle's tail wagging. And then
Yeah.
he started jerking and jerking and jerking, and he jerked that rabbit right up out of there.
Yeah. I fed a couple of red-tailed hawks today. I was doing in the field doing some disking, disking up some of the weeds basically, so we can get it planted in some good grass. And stumbled across a couple of young rabbits, and red-tailed hawks saw them, and they would snatch,
Yeah.
and just got both them little bunny rabbits.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good use of it.
They used to use bull string. Yeah.
Ferret
Like,
face. Yeah. And then this next one, ferret face from MASH. Yeah.
Yeah. Frank Burns. Yeah.
Major heartburn. Yeah.
Major Burns. Major heartburn. Oh, I'll try some of this here.
I am having a Jim Beam night. Right now, currently, I am sipping on Legion, and it is tasty. And after that, I'm probably going to go to the Baker's 7. That is clear.
Yeah, this is, it's not going to show up good. This is Florida moonshine from the Rye Guy.
And then I'm going to do Booker's later.
Oh, okay, Booker's.
Yeah, that's that Mighty Fine. That's that 2303.
Yeah. Man, I need a recipe for this moonshine. My goodness.
Gosh, I bet it is good.
It is. It's really good. You've had some.
I believe. Have I?
Yep. The Rye Guy.
No,
Charles.
he sent me a aged one.
Oh, yeah, that and a tequila one, too.
Yeah.
Yep. No, this is just the plain, no flavoring or anything else to it. And he also sent me a little small one with a peach. And you talk about peach, it comes right across. It definitely does. I think my wife is really going to like that
one. Man, waiting to see what whiskey price is going to do.
I cannot believe that this is 100 proof. It's got the legs for it, but the palate it does not drink anywhere close to 100 proof. It's got to be like 70 or 80 proof as far as how it hits your palate.
Right.
Hey, Marty. Cheers, Marty.
That's going to be interesting to see what all this politicking is going to do to the bourbon prices here.
Yeah. Well, bourbon prices I'm not so worried about. It's the Scotch prices and Irish.
That's going to go through the roof. Yeah.
It's already higher than bourbon anyways.
Right. And it's probably going to make it difficult to obtain in volume.
Yeah. Well, yeah, some of it's high and hard to find anyways, but it's going to make it more pain in the butt and more pricey.
Well, I mean, but they, if it was to make it easy, $100, if there's, I don't even know the schedule or what all they're doing for the stuff, but if it's 25% tariff, it's going to cost $125.
Yeah.
If that's passed along.
Sorry, Fulton, we don't put people in anymore. We stopped doing that.
Yep. No more put me ins. But, but it's going to be interesting. It's not going to break my heart much on the rye, because America has been increasing their rye production. Even in Kentucky. Kentucky's starting to grow more rye.
Yeah. Well, they usually do. They usually grow winter rye.
Yeah.
That's like a cover crop in Kentucky for, you grow winter rye, and then in the summertime, you usually grow like corn or soybeans or something like that.
Yep. Well, and when I did that documentary film several years ago, they were working with the colleges and stuff, their agri departments and all, and testing and doing a lot of trying to figure out what strains and would grow best and trying to increase production.
That's not good.
Got the beets. I got you. What was not good?
The
fireworks.
Picked an Irish single barrel. Now they can't even import it because it's going to cost too much to import all the bottles.
Yeah.
And there's Chris Taz. Cheers, Chris.
Suppliers sent a notice today about price increases. Yeah. Now that should be something we would be able to produce.
Yeah, but the Chinese and they've been producing fireworks for a lot longer than the rest of us have. That's for sure, and they make some really good stuff.
But fireworks is going to be probably the least of my worries because people, if prices of shit goes up too much, people aren't going to be able to afford fucking luxury items.
I haven't bought fireworks in the last 2 or 3 years. Spent a couple $100 for about 5 minutes of going, oh wow, that was pretty cool, and now it's all gone. Yeah, I'd rather spend that $200 on whiskey. And at least I got it for more than 5 minutes.
Oh man, I remember last time I went to buy fireworks. It was out on the hill in Texas, and we had that big 10 acres, and Dad and I were gonna shoot off fireworks for the kids. And I think I spent $300, and Dad spent some on it. I don't remember, but we had well over $300 worth of fireworks.
Yeah.
And it took us probably 20 minutes and they were gone.
Yep.
And the kids were like, can I go inside now?
Yeah.
yeah, you can go inside now. They didn't care. It was buggy and muggy and hot,
Exactly.
And they came out and they watched and they were like, all right, can I go inside now? Well, that was the last time. No more.
Exactly. You're like, well, it's just not worth the money, really.
The only thing they get now, every once in a while, is those, I call them grocery store fireworks.
Oh yeah,
yeah. The poppers, you throw them on the ground, and you can light the sparklers and there's
the
nothing, cheap stuff. And they get out there and make a mess on the carport, with all the little papers popping.
Really?
Oh, wait, let me bring this up so I can read it better.
There we go.
It used to work
for trying to.
Yep.
Yeah, the next day I'm covered in
golly. Yeah.
Smelling like powder.
Yeah. What mass murder were you involved in?
Sure, you were shooting off fireworks. We believe you.
Yeah, that dang those commercial Class A or whatever they call them. I'm not an expert on it, but I've just heard things thrown around throughout my life. But some of those things are they're dangerous. Yeah, and you need qualified people setting those things up and running.
Oh yeah. When I was working on this lock project in Kentucky, I was working with some of the blasters there. Packing around dynamite and det cord and all that kind of fun stuff. It was interesting.
Yeah, there was one guy. He was hired by Little Rock there in Arkansas, and I was just out there, and they were doing the show, and we got close to where the guys were. Of course, the fireworks were way off. I think they had them on a barge. They had a metal barge up in the river, and that's where the actual blasts were coming from, Yeah. And they were back up the hill, way away from it, So, and then they would shoot up and go. But I was talking to him, and I thought it was funny because he's like, yeah, I got a license to do this, and I said, well, what? I said, people don't think about that. Like, there's a whole career in doing this. He goes, nah, he said, I also have a license to bring down buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, demolitions, like that, where you have to design those charges, in specific spots to go off at a specific time to be able to bring down a building and things. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, and they also can set the stuff
Oh,
in there.
you don't have that other
Oh,
one.
that's a +1 for Lori, and it
Yeah,
doubles.
but you're not showing it.
What's up? Uh-oh. Yeah, I
You
am.
grabbed the wrong thing, I think. Let me see if I can do that.
Wait, let me
Oops.
stop sharing. It landed on me. It landed on me. Let me go to present screen. It's a giveaway tool, right?
Yeah.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, it's full screen though. But that's okay.
All right, but you can see it.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, let me spin. Let me move this thing. Spin again. Yeah, I want to make sure y'all can see it, but yeah. And boom, Bourbon Kitty gets +1.
+2 now, right?
Well, yeah, but it's already 1, so I just put +1. And that way I'll give her 2 when I add them up.
I got you.
Let's see here. What is the next one?
Let's see.
There it is. Now this one does not surprise me. And we had chickens when we were out. Now it said poultry.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So this is including ducks, chickens, turkeys, but by and large it's chickens.
Yeah. Most people have chickens.
Yeah.
My neighbor has chickens, ducks, pig, a couple of pot-bellied pigs, and dogs. They got a bunch of different stuff. They got a menagerie going on over there.
Yeah. If I had all that to do over again, I just don't have space for it here now. People across the street over here, they have chickens and goats and stuff down the hill over in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Rye guy, I got you. All right, let me write this down.
There we go.
There, now then. But yeah, I put eggs because that's what a lot of people have these poultry for, is to get their eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And then once the hens quit laying, you can start eating them. Then.
My neighbor just gave me some duck eggs. Those are interesting. They're slightly different texture than a chicken egg.
Yep, they are.
The whites are a little thicker, a little firmer, and it seems like the yolks are a little more rich too.
They are very rich, very orangey looking in there. And I mean, now farm raised chickens have darker yolks. I mean, not pasteurized or whatever.
Yeah, they're out there getting bugs and all kind of stuff like that.
Yeah, but though I'd make deviled duck eggs sometimes.
That'd be a good one. I'm gonna try that.
Pig eggs, yeah. Now you're talking about a pig egg. That's what I call a Scotch egg. You take the sausage and put it around a boiled egg, and then fry it. Yeah, that'd be a pig egg. Now, if I had it to do over again, I think I'd clip those chicken wings. Clip their wings so they couldn't fly at all, because they would get up in the trees and I couldn't get them down.
Oh, make the best cakes and bread. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No, and they'd also make the best. To me, I won't hardly make deviled eggs without duck eggs anymore. They're so rich.
Wow. Okay.
So good. Yeah.
The Rye guy, did he use a hydrometer on this? What is the proof on this white lightning? I think at one time before you had told me it was about 100, but it just does not drink that way at all. Man, that would be fantastic in age.
100. Yeah, 100 proof.
100 proof. No, it does not drink 100 proof at all. Not even close.
Yeah.
It's stupid good.
Man,
even the nose and stuff on it's good. It's like slightly sweet. It's definitely not a whole lot of corn. There's some other stuff in there besides just corn and the mash.
Yeah. Man, I had a sneezing fit earlier today. About maybe 5:15, and I thought I'm not drinking tonight because I don't want this to affect me. And then all of a sudden it cleared up, and after that, like I was losing my voice, everything, and then it
Yeah,
cleared up. So I was like, okay, I'll have a few pours then.
definitely. Yep. I'm going to be sharing this out with a few different people. That's for sure.
All right, Lori, I got you. You're here. I got you. And
Yep.
it you already got a an entry because it landed on me.
Yep. We saw you earlier, Lori. We
Mhm.
got you. Man, 100 proof. Unbelievable.
Now, if I have choppy internet tonight, I did not have time to reset my router.
Nah, no worries.
So, I mean, I normally reset it about 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. Top dog feeling lucky. That's a little fruity. Man, that's definitely some of the best moonshine that I've ever had right there. There was one guy in Kentucky that I used to get stuff from. He lived down on, I want to say he lived on Golden Pond, which is kind of LBL, land between the lakes area in Kentucky. And he was an old guy. I mean, because I was a little young guy, but he was probably mid 60s, 70s when I was getting the stuff from him.
Yeah.
So he knew what he was doing. And my goodness, he had the best moonshine. You could drink it like this, you just drink it straight up. Maybe because his was a little higher proof. And I think sampling this one, I think his has a little bit more of the heads in there because it was just a little hotter, a little spicier,
Not enough to make you go blind, but yeah.
No. No, I mean, all the Ford, all that bad stuff, that was out of it. But it was still a little bit. It wasn't enough heads in there to give you a nasty headache the next day or anything.
Yeah. Boy, those machines they use to measure the parts per million of, whatever. I can't remember the stuff that's in the heads and tails. That's sulfites or whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They have machines that measure that stuff, and they cut, and it automatically cuts that stuff for them, and it'll start the runoff, and it's detecting running through those things, but those things are expensive from what I hear.
I bet. You don't really need that.
I would probably be too scared to do it myself. I wouldn't only have a little bit because I'd be like, I guess that's all the heads.
No, there's a feel to it. I mean, you can touch the liquid that's coming out.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, I've seen guys sit there and run their pinky through it.
Yeah.
And put it on their tongue. Go, nah, let it go a little more.
Yep. And, exactly. And then cut that off to the side. Throw that in your Faints jar.
Yep.
And then run it again later on.
Yep.
Okay, I got you, Charles. But yeah, your heads and your tails, those go back into your Faints jar, and you mainly keep the hearts cut.
Yep.
But you can take a little bit from the heads, and then a little bit more from the tails, depending on what you want, Yeah. And I think this one here, not so much heads. He cut most of the heads out of it. It was mainly heart cut with, I think, a little bit of tails in there.
Yeah,
he didn't go very deep in the tails.
I feign over these distillers and all that, but I've never even played one on TV, so I don't know.
Heck, I made a still in the second grade for a science project.
Yeah, it's sort of like people going into IT. Like I've only studied paperwork on this stuff. How to do distillation. I've never had my hands on doing it. And it's hard because I watch these guys come in and all they've ever done is just read all this stuff, and they can talk the talk all day long, but you put them in front of a keyboard and they can't IT.
Yeah.
In a complex environment. If it was just setting up a server over here with vanilla, they can handle that, but as soon as you hook it into the network, it's like, oops.
Well, I mean, pot distilling is different than column distill. column distilling is, I would think it's a little easier.
Can you see it now?
Yep, perfect.
Good. All right.
Well,
I
no, I
don't know
see
what
chickens.
happened. I did the exact same thing I did before. So,
Yeah, but I'm seeing chickens. I'm not seeing the wheel spinning.
uh-oh. Well, that's why I asked if you could see it. All right. Well, it was Top Dog.
Yep, I see Top Dog one.
Oh, you do see that.
Well, I see it on this screen.
Oh, wait. Well, what does everybody see?
They see number 9 chickens.
Number 9 chickens. I didn't share that one.
Yeah, that's what you shared.
Let
You
me
didn't share the other one.
share screen. The giveaway tool. And I did it. Now do you see it?
There. Now, yeah, now I can see it.
Huh. Well, I don't know what this is all StreamYard because I'm doing oops, I didn't mean to do that. Stop. I'll just refresh and
9 eggs, just shy of a dozen.
all right, let me get the next one set up.
Oh, I better not be drinking any more of that moonshine. Let me set that back over here out of my way.
Now with these things, they grouped animals, pets together, like all dogs, all cats, all horses, all they didn't break it down. So this next one is freshwater, or I mean saltwater fish, which makes sense that it would be lower on the list than freshwater fish because
Yeah.
it's harder to maintain.
If a wheel spin happens in the forest and no one see it,
Yeah,
really
does it
count?
really count? Yeah. But man, I don't know what the hell. I mean, and to me, what really pisses me off is this is a StreamYard issue.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing the exact, and I've been doing this for years, and I'm doing the exact same thing I've always done, and now it's starting to randomly screw up.
They changed the little buttons with your percent and invite and all that crap.
All that, and then all of a sudden they get shit crosswired, and
Yep.
okay, that's fine if this is free or cheap, but this is neither.
Exactly.
This is $500 a year. You know,
exactly.
you better get.
Am I?
Yeah.
Y'all help a brother out now. Geez.
Yeah. Don't help me. I don't get a class action against you. Because that's what you start charging that damn much. Now, if I'm paying $100 a year, $120 a year, something like that, I'm not going to raise that big of a fuss. It's cheap enough, right? Because you're talking about $12 a month, but god dang,
it's a Top Dog issue.
The Top Dog issue.
He's affecting the show now.
Yep. We got impactfulness going on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Wow. Yeah, I poured more Allegiant, by the way. I finished that too fast. I only have 2 more bourbons picked out, so I was going to drink a second. And I really enjoy the Allegiant.
I think I had 1 bottle of that a couple of years ago, and then finished it off and just have not replaced that one. I started off with Evan Williams, the 1783 small batch from last year,
and
the American Hero Edition. That's pretty good. It's a good bourbon.
Yeah. No, I like Legion because it breaks up the monotony every once in a while because it does have a unique profile to it. It's not super profile. I mean, it's 94 proof, so it's not. And of course,
a little of this rare stuff.
That Baker said, "Oh, Eagle Rare, yeah, you go on Buff Trace line. There you go."
We just poured a little ounce of that or so and call it.
Man, I could go Buff Trace line. I actually have Buffalo Trace. Oh, the one I could really tear up is Wild Turkey lineup.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 1, 2.
Oh, that's grapey.
5, 6 wild turkeys I could pull from. And they're all close to my sign that says beware of wild turkey.
As they should be. Man, that's really, the grape is really coming across with this one now.
Uh-oh.
That.
Yeah, that
kind of purple
red grape note. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like Hubba Bubba grape.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, as soon as you said it, I wouldn't have remembered it, but as soon as you said it, it hit me what you were talking about. Yeah, that stuff is good. Now I like that Eagle Rare,
Yeah, it
but
kind of comes across the palate that way too.
yeah, but I do like that E.H. Taylor bottled and bond too.
Yeah, yeah. Now that one's just like I call it like a quintessential bourbon. You know,
Yeah,
that's like all your normal notes that you should get in a good bourbon that they're
mhm,
in that.
yep. But there's nothing gonna give you highly complex stuff beyond that.
No, no,
You're
it's
gonna
not
get
a complex. It's
very
more like a
solid bourbon notes. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. It's a daily sipper bourbon is what it
yeah.
is, and it's priced not that way. I mean, it should be priced around $50.
I know it. I know it's getting tough. Well, if y'all don't know, I'm changing things up, and I know I've mentioned this. I think I mentioned it before that I'm condensing my bourbon all over here to these shelves, and this will all be my bourbon over here. And I'm trying to get things condensed over, and I'll probably go triple thick on the shelves instead of 2 bottles thick, and that
Mm.
way I can fit more. But I could do that probably right now. But this is a lot of bourbon behind me down here. That I want to move over there. And then behind me down here, now I'm going to leave my makers here and I'm going to do scotch up here if I can afford it.
Well,
I
there's
may
a
have,
few right now that I'm hearing about. Catching little rumors. Uh, Compass Box. If
mm,
you go out now and buy you some Compass Box, because I'm hearing
mm.
that it may be getting hard to find here pretty soon. So now
I don't have the 12 on the Wild Turkey 101.
the 101 12-year. Oh wow. No, I haven't seen that in 12, the 13, the 15. Chris Taz had a bottle of some of that, the 13, I think. In fact, I believe he gave a bottle to Sean, Whiskey Wars.
Yeah, the last bottle I spent way too much money on was a Elijah Craig 18 year.
Mm,
Um, and I was so disappointed. It has caught me. It has me gun shy
yeah,
of spending more just because it has more age to it. Because Elijah Craig's not a super complex bourbon. It's very very base, right?
yep,
So Heaven Hill, it's their you know base bourbon pretty much. Well, Heaven Hill would be
yep,
that, but I'm telling you, in their
yeah.
name line, whatever. But but I like larceny for the
Mhm.
complexity of larceny, and I like taking larceny and Elijah Craig and mix them half and half, and I call it the wedding, the Heaven
Yep.
Hill marriage. And man, you get some good fruit notes out of that. It just opens both of the bourbons up when you mix them half and half. And you're not going to break the bank doing it. You can go get a 750 of each, and you can pour half of each into a decanter, and then
Mhm.
still have a whole other decanter you can make with the other halves of it.
Yep.
And I like
Yeah,
doing that.
I wouldn't spend no $300 for it either.
No, I spent three something for the Elijah Craig 18 year.
Ground.
No, I spent 200 something on the Elijah Craig
Okay.
18. And that's got me gun shy because it just didn't give me much more than what I got from just regular old Elijah Craig. It was
Hmm.
just a silkier mouthfeel, but I
Yeah.
got no more notes out of it. And I tried them side by side, back to back. I mean, I poured both regular old Elijah Craig small batch and then and the 18. And I invited some people over. I gave some pours away.
Hmm.
It was, and now I've got like that much left in the bottle up there. It's
Hmm.
going to be one of those I kill off. It was not $200 better than a
Yeah.
$36 bottle of Elijah Craig.
There you go.
I might would have been okay with it if I'd spent $80 on it,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't have done it again, even at 80. All right, I got to spin. All right, let
Instagram.
me know. Let me know if this comes up right. Share screen.
Yes, Lori, we can see your messages.
Did it come up?
Or your tabs. Yeah, that's working now. Nemo.
Okay, it's working now. There we go.
There you go. Yeah, it's working perfectly now. Normal now.
Oh, goody. And I've done the exact same thing every freaking time.
Weird.
Wigwag Workshop.
Nice. Oh, the Maker's Mark finishing series, the Keeper, should be here next week. Nice.
Yeah, the only one I've been thinking about splurging on would be the Master's Keep, or not that. I'm sorry, I keep saying Master's Keep. That's the Wild Turkey. I'm talking about the Woodford Reserve Distiller Series.
Okay.
Or the now, and you can get some of them. Some of them are quite pricey, but some of them you can get for under 200. Easy. But the other one is the Old Elk 4-grain, and I think it's around 100, about 145 to 160 or somewhere along in there. So otherwise, I'm not interested in spending a lot of money on much of anything. But because what I was saying about this over here is I'm turning this into a regular bar down here. I'm moving a lot of that junk I have over there on those shelves over here. And then I'm going to get my glassware back over there. And that's all that will be up there is just glassware. Because right now, my vodkas and schnapps and salted caramel and Pimm's and, all that junk, bitters, stuff to make old fashions is all over there. Oh, sorry. I left that slide up, didn't I? Or did I? Did I do this?
Yes, Lori. We can see your messages. I don't know what's going on with your tablet, but we can see them. And Jody, he's wanting your PayPal.
Oh, yeah. It's I believe it is. I believe that is it right there. It's just pretty easy.
Speaking of vodka, any recommendations?
Yeah, I do. I've actually been drinking on it. I gave it a shot and I really, really like it. I know Tito's is a big brand, but I'm going to type it in the chat.
There's a Russian potato vodka that I like for martinis. I don't know the name of it. It's in a black bottle. That's all I can tell you. And it's really good.
That's now I only use vodka to mix with. So I make Bloody Marys and vodka martinis, things like that.
Putin.
So Putin. Yeah.
Hashtag Putin.
No, but that's cheap though. That is the best cheaper vodka I've found is that Svedka.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're the big 1.75, the big double is I think it's like $20 something. It's not like breaking the bank. It's like $26 or something.
Yeah.
And it's in glass.
It's always a plus.
Yeah, it's not big plastic jug.
I have a couple different vodkas in the house, I think. Or my wife does. I mean, because she'll have mixed drinks occasionally. I'll have one occasionally, usually with like a White Russian or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll put a little bit of vodka in there.
Yeah.
Oh, you have Gilby's?
Now, I just got tired of spending the money on Grey Goose.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't a vodka connoisseur. So, yeah, Absolute and Grey Goose. And every once in a while, I would even go for Stolies.
Mm-hmm.
The Stolichная vodka. And because of their flavors, right? And I would get the lemon and other ones. But I was like, man, I'm tired of those prices because they're so high. and that Svedka looked good, and I was like, you know what, I'll give it a shot. And the way I rate my vodka is if I drink 4 or 5 Bloody Marys by accident because I lost count, and I wake up the next morning and I feel fine, that's a good vodka to me.
There you go. Yep.
That's it. That's, and the flavor's good. Everything's good. So that's why I that's probably be my go-to bar brand that I'll have.
Clicks. I've never heard of that one. $300 for a vodka? Nah, ain't paying that for sure.
Hell, vodka's too freaking easy to make. There's no aging. There's no nothing. Just you got the more times you distill it, the better. But yeah. But there's usually column. It's just column. Yep.
Column, and it's mainly about what water you add to it to proof it down.
Yep, that's it. Oh yeah, wake up in someone else's yard. That's another one.
Wake up on somebody else's front yard with the sprinklers going off. Oh, wait a minute.
Hey, that's aristocrat.
Must be pretty good stuff right there.
No, that's aristocrat vodka.
Distilled 159 times. After 3 times, it ain't gonna do no good to distill it anymore.
About triple distilled is about I think that's what Svedka is. Triple distilled.
Yeah. After that, it's not gonna get any more. It's not going to get any better, I should say.
Yeah, I should have said don't do the once time distilled aristocrat, or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, anything called something like Regal or Aristocrat or something like that is trash vodka.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, if you
make vodka out of anything, I mean, potatoes, I like it out of potato myself. I think that's the better one, especially if you're going to drink it neat, like in a martini or something like that. That's the one you want to go for but you can make vodka out of anything. I mean, it's basically it's moonshine, basically. Now, I don't know what the mash bill on that moonshine that he sent me, the rye guy sent me, but that one, it's got some flavor to it. Now, vodka is typically not supposed to have any flavor to it. You're not supposed to taste anything but just straight up alcohol. Yeah, so you'll get a little burn in your mouth, and that's it.
A little sweet, like tip of your tongue, a little sweetness can come off of it, but not wash completely over the palate.
Now, way back in the day, when Tito's was first starting his stuff, he came into the welding shop where I was working at, and I actually helped make part of one of his first condensers for distilling his vodka. That's back when he was actually pot distilling his vodka. He's not now. They want to say, handcrafted and pot distilled, and I don't believe it now.
Have you heard?
Back then, it was good, and because after he distilled some, he brought in like a case and give all the us guys that were worked on this still for him. A bottle, and it was good. It was really tasty vodka.
Have you heard of Filthy brand products? Oh my God, dude. I randomly landed on a YouTube channel. Just it popped up in my feed because of alcohol and everything. And they were like 5 ways to make a martini. And I was like, really? So I watched it. And they did but they all of them use dry vermouth in it. But that's what he had. He had the Martini and Rossi dry, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, but you can double all this if you want to use sweet in all of it. So it's really 10 ways, but it's just the difference is the vermouth. Used Filthy brand, and it's these pouches. It looks like a Capri Sun, but it's got like a tube thing at the top you can unscrew. Yeah, and it's olive brine, and it is like supposed to be like the best olive brine. And then because of his video, I went and looked it up, and it's been rated like all these bartenders come out, and they're like, hey, what's your favorite olive brine for like dirty, filthy martinis? And they're like filthy brand. So I was like, I got to try this now.
Yeah, I would probably like it because you know most people like a dirty martini. I like mine filthy.
Yeah.
I'll put like 3 olives and some of the juice in there. It's just filthy.
Yeah, it's got me gun shy now. You can see it, right, Pony?
Yep. No, I see the entry for the bottle.
All right, hang on. Let me stop sharing. Go back over here. Try it again. Share screen. I'm doing the same exact thing every time.
And let's see. Yep. There we go.
Okay. Damn. See, we're gonna have to validate every time now.
My goodness. What the heck are they got going on?
I am absolutely doing the exact right guy. I'm doing the exact same steps every time.
Congratulations there, Charles. Yeah, I agree with you, Peter White. I never saw much use for vodka myself, other than a mixed drink occasionally.
Yeah, I like a Bloody Mary every once in a while.
Yeah, Bloody Mary, and there's a lot of other drinks that's good. Vodka is, you want to add some to a drink just so you get a buzz. That's all it's for.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But my problem with it is I tend to stay away from vodka drinks because I drink them way too fucking fast.
Yeah.
So this is reptiles. This includes iguanas, snakes, turtles. I think turtles too, and probably pet alligators or whatever. But the top ones are going to be lizards and snakes.
Yeah, I had a monitor lizard for a while.
God dang, yeah. Yeah, and there's a lot of people in Texas, especially around a certain area in Texas, that have it's illegal, but they have horny toads, horn frogs.
Yeah, heck, the dang ants killed them all, most of them off.
Yeah,
the dang fire ants killed most of them horny toads off. It's rough. Poor guys had a rough go of it for the last 8-10 years.
He said his piss.
Cheers, Woody.
Now y'all can see what I'm doing here. I'm changing up these hashtags so people can't guess.
Exactly, Sugar Kitty. Cheers. Meow.
Yeah, horn toads are and then they do the little with the TCU.
Horny toads they're pretty cool. They still got lizards around here, but the horny toads have all but disappeared. Really.
Yeah, there was a lot. There was some of them. UT
hydration is key.
UT, like that, and then they would do this like this because they would say break them off.
Oh,
so there were teams like trying to do this to say like break them off, break the horns off, and then TCU got mad because they were doing that was their horn frog thing.
Oh, okay. Really? They were already down in the Florida Panhandle. I didn't know they were down there. When I was moving out of Kentucky back down here to Texas, we were starting to see shoot. What the heck's the damn that's stupid. Can't think of it now. Little animal lives in the ground most of the time down here. Armadillos.
Oh yeah,
they were migrating up north into Kentucky, and I'm like, we never saw. I was raised in Kentucky most of my life, and we never saw a single armadillo. Period.
Man, them things are all over Arkansas.
Yeah, they're moving up from down here.
Yeah,
I don't know why they would want to go north.
Armadillo on the half shell. That's that Roadkill Cafe right there.
Possum on the half shell.
Yeah.
That's what armadillo was. But I've never tried it myself. It might be all right.
I doubt it. I'll tell you this: the oilier, greasier the animals are, the more trash eaters they are.
Yeah.
The worse the meat is going to taste, and they root around and eat grubs and whatever they can get. Raccoons, of course, digging trash, shit like that. And they have in Arkansas down south, they have coon cook-offs, things like that. Like they'll have a barbecue cook-off, But what they do
Leopard.
is it's actual raccoon meat. But what they do is they take it and boil it and boil all the flavor out of it, and then just put barbecue in it, and it's just shredded meat at that point. You know?
Yeah. Nah, I'll pass. Hey, Teresa.
Teresa La Guerra.
I'm going to be going hunting for some axes at the end of this month. Hopefully I can get one. My brother-in-law says that they're coming back in around the ranch down there in West Texas. So
ain't no damn way I'd eat a possum. There ain't no freaking way.
Well, if you're hungry enough, you'd be surprised.
Well, okay, if I'm hungry enough, but I would eat squirrel. All the squirrels would have to be dead before I would eat a possum, a raccoon, or an armadillo.
Yeah, I've had squirrel. It's okay, but it's pretty tough.
Same thing. You got to get the gray squirrels. The gray squirrels.
Yeah, gray squirrels versus the fox squirrels. Fox squirrels got more meat on it.
Tough. Yeah.
But
fox squirrels are bigger, but the grays are more tender. Way easier to skin too.
Yeah. Yep. That and
I'm sorry. I don't want to trigger anybody. They're way easier to process.
It'll make squirrel and dumplings. It's kind of like rabbit and dumplings too. Yeah. That makes good dumplings.
I don't know. I've never had possum. Yeah, I'm not saying I would never try it, because I'm the type of person that if somebody's like, no, and I trust them, like, I mean, if they got one tooth and one eye's bigger than the other one, and one ear's not there, and there's a lot of inbreeding that's happened in the family, I don't know if I would trust them, but if somebody is like, no, I grew up on this, just try it, I would take a bite, for sure. Yeah, I don't snub my nose up at much.
No, I'll give most anything at least one shot. Twice if I thought I might have liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, just to make sure you really didn't like it the first time.
Yeah, well, if it was okay the first time, I might try it again. Now, if it was just okay the second time, I'd be like, I could do without it. But it was like, I thought that's not bad.
Yeah.
I'll eat some more. Now, me, I was raised on whitetail, and I got down here to Texas, and they had axes. My brother-in-law introduced me to axes here. He said, try this. I said, all right. Because, I've eaten most anything. And I tried that axis, and I'm like, oh, my God, son.
I'll tell you what.
Where has this been all my life?
You just didn't cook up enough when you cooked it up when I was there. That's the only problem.
Oh, no, I wish I had some steaks, like hindquarter steaks or something like that, because, man, that's where it's at.
Yeah, that was so good.
Yeah, whitetail and taters. It's good eating.
Yeah. My mom. Well, she used to always pound out, slice especially tenderloins and stuff, slice all that up and pound them out and bread them and do chicken fried deer meat.
Yeah, exactly.
And then have white gravy and potatoes and,
there you go. That's good eating. You just can't cook it very much. Deer meat's got to be rare.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because it's so lean. I mean, they're running all the time. I mean, anything that can flat foot jump a 10-foot fence is not going to have a lot of fat on it.
No, and then the fat that they do have is nasty.
Yeah.
It's like tallowy.
Yeah.
If you leave any fat on deer when you clean it, you'll taste it later. It's like it forms like a slimy coating on the roof of your mouth. It's just
funky. Yeah. We got that whenever we were making deer burgers out of the hams and things, and then we always took the bacon ends and pieces. And then grind that in about 1/3 to 2/3 deer meat, to add fat to it, and then that made the burgers.
Either that or pork fat.
Yeah, bacon. Well,
we would do it pork fat. We make sausage with it.
I mean, bacon ends and pieces. That bacon comes from? It's pork belly.
Yeah. Well, I meant beef. We would do both. We would make sausage and use some of the pork fat, and then we would make hamburgers. We'd use some beef fat with that.
All right, my alarm went off. Don't let me forget. I just poured my Baker 7.
Yeah, I agree,
7
Orlando.
years and
Don't shoot the deer in the
107
ass.
proof. All right, let me spin now. I'm get ready to check it now.
Hey, Guani.
Did it come up right?
Yep, there you go.
All right, good. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. On the hissy hiss. Bam, Bourbon Engineer.
Urban engineer. Nice.
Now it needs to go ahead and land on me again. That's what it needs to do. And we're only halfway through, so we'll see.
I need a different pour now. What about? Oh, there we go. Go with a scotch.
Okay, yeah, enjoy it while you can.
I know.
It's not going to go up that much. I mean, you'll be able to buy it, you know.
We'll go with this Kilcairn. Shoot. I don't know why it doesn't show up right.
Like I said, if you were willing to spend $100 on a bottle, you'll probably be willing to pay the extra 25 for it. You know,
More than likely.
every once in a while, maybe not as often, but you know. All right, this is Birds, and the PWAC is probably want a cracker. I just
Oh.
yeah, that's what that stood for. So I just come up with crazy whack ass hashtags for these headings. And birds, of course, is parakeets, parrots, macaws, whatever the hell people. I tell you that. I have never, ever wanted a bird in my house. Why? Because I have visited people's houses that have birds, and they are miserable fucking people. They're loud and they stink and they have seed holes all over the place. You got to keep cleaning up. I mean, my dog gets hair on the couch. We vacuum it off, right? Fine. Sometimes they come in hot and they drink out of the water bowl and turn around and start walking off and they drip water on the floor. Okay, fine. Sometimes they eat and they spill. Now, none of their food they spill out of their bowl stays because the other dogs come clean it up. You know, dogs are more like Roombas, you know.
Yeah.
But birds are dirty and birds need to freaking fly. Like they don't need to be in a cage sitting there.
Yeah.
And they're loud, dude. They have no volume control.
Yep.
Not they hadn't both won already, but now they have.
I thought Top Dog won earlier. And the Bourbon Engineer just
Oh,
won.
Top Dog did. I thought they meant again. Yeah.
No. Yeah, they both won.
Oh yeah, they both won already. Yes, they have. Now they have officially.
Got that Campbelltown Pete funk to it.
That hey, I need to get with them if they're going to win shit. I can just send it to the same address.
You can send it to either one of them because they're neighbors.
Yeah, Gawani cats, they clean themselves a lot. Now they're still gonna get depending on the length of the hair, because most of our dogs are short hair, like a lab, well, like a short hair black lab, you know, and a little like a bulldog type, you know, short hair. Cats, though, most of them have their hair. Once they get on stuff, man, that cat hair is hard to get off of shit. And the cat, yeah, they lick themselves, but then you got to clean up after them when they cough up their little fur balls. And then, but the reason I like dogs is whenever I come in, Kathy, you won like several weeks in a row. You got a few. When I come in the house, the dogs are like, oh my God, where the fuck have you been? We love you so much. And the cat's over there like, what's up, dude? You know? It's like the comedian. He goes, man, when I get home, my dog is like, I'm so happy you're here. Yay. And then the cat's over there and he's like, hey, cat, I'm home. And the cat's sitting on the mantle of the fireplace going, yeah, so am I.
Yeah. My food bowl's half full. Slacker.
Yeah, you got shit. That's when you'll hear from a cat. If something, and cats like consistency.
Mm,
They want their litter box to stay clean. They want food and water to be out. And they are the first ones that will come complaining about it when that shit ain't right.
oh yeah.
Dogs, they'll eventually get around to it, but they're so trusting, But I walked out of this room one time. My wife was out of town and the water bowl was empty. And we have this huge, like, trough that the dogs drink out of because we have a lot of dogs, 3 dogs and a cat. And they all drink out of it. And now the cat, you lick, 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 and done. That ain't going to raise the water level up or down. And, but the dogs, they'll go outside, chase balls, come in. They want to drink half of it. And then, but I was over there one time in Chadwick. He's the oldest one. He's smart. And I came out of my room and I walked to the kitchen. I did something. I was coming back to my room and I heard this loud plastic banging behind me. And I looked around and it was Chadwick. He had got his mouth under the lip of that dog trough thing and carried it over and threw it at me. and then he was pushing it with his foot toward me. And it was upside down and it was bone dry. And I was like, oh, I'm a bad dad. So I went and got him water.
Yeah, Sugar Kitty's cat's got Glocks. They ain't playing.
But that dish had been dry, and I was proud of him. I was like, yeah, you take charge, you the alpha, you come on.
There you go. That's one thing I always want to make sure that, my dogs always have fresh water, just a full bowl all the time.
All the time.
And I recently just went and bought one of these little things, it's got the water trough in a big, like a gallon and a half jug sort of thing.
Yeah.
So it automatically has water all the time.
We had one of those. I saw your comment about cats. The Gumani cat looks at you and thinks, about time you're home. Now get in the kitchen and feed me. Yeah, that's it. I know. Now, the one thing about this little old cat we got, these 3 big ass, two big dogs and 1 little dog. And if I go over in the kitchen by the coffee maker, we have a coffee spot, like the refrigerator, and then there's like a coffee area, over there. And the rest of the cabinets and all are on the other side of the room. But their dog treats are above the cabinet, above where the coffee is. And so is the cat. And you go over there, and that little kitty will be right in the middle of all them dogs and have paw on each dog. Like, don't forget me. I'm here. Getting all squished up between them. And, but now this cat gets along with the dogs really well. So, yeah, we have a menagerie. Obey your overlords. Yeah.
I haven't had a cat in years. My last cat, I think he lasted about, I want to say 16. Yeah. Maybe 17 years old. He was old. I mean, he looked like, remember the cat from Morris, the commercial on TV?
Oh, yeah. They keep litter out. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Big yellow tabby. That's what my cat looked like. His name was Charlie.
Yeah. Now that's what I was saying. If you don't keep the litter box clean, if you don't keep them watered and fed, like that's when you'll hear from them. Otherwise, you could fuck off. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and spin this thing before the alarm. What a novel freaking idea! All right, and good luck, everybody.
Oh, you're 16 to 17 now. Yeah, wow.
Boom, Mr. Mom.
Oh, congratulations, Orlando.
I heard that song today. No, it was last night I heard that song. That was that what's that band that sings that song? Something about Mr. Mom. He's like something in the dryer, crayons go up 2 drawers higher, da da da. It's an older song.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah. Yeah, he was between jobs, staying at home.
Oh, okay.
All right, let me get this next one posted here. Now I didn't put hams because it's a guinea pig.
Ah,
I put hams because of hamsters are also involved in this group.
okay.
Oh wait, I gotta set it up though. Y'all can go ahead and start putting it in. I'll now get it ready.
Yep. Certain countries, guinea pigs, they raise those.
Oh,
for
that's what guinea pigs came from. They were raised to eat. All right, I'm in there now with my
They're kind
ham.
of cute little animals.
But I thought that was a double meaning, guinea pigs. And we get
Mhm.
ham from pigs, and then hamsters starts with ham. Yeah, see, I'm so
Yeah.
damn clever. I'm so
You're so
fucking smart. I tell you.
You're so smart. Hey, Jimmy. Hydration.
Mm. Now where is it? Somewhere over in southern, like the Asia, somewhere down by the coast, or in the island nation, eat guinea pigs. I can't remember now,
I forgot where it was.
but yeah, that's what they were bred and raised for, was to eat. And I'm thinking, guinea pig is the game hen of the furry mammal world.
Yeah.
Because couldn't you see like cooking up a whole little guinea pig, split in half on the grill or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Hamster kebabs.
yeah. Stuffed guinea pig. Now I would think it would be Papua New Guinea, but
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think that's right.
Arnold the pig. I remember Arnold.
Arnold was the pig on
Charlotte's
Charlotte's
Web.
Web. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And then Babe,
South America. Yeah.
that was and you know what? So many people get those movies mixed up because they've heard about Arnold,
Yeah.
from Charlotte's Web, and then there's Babe, where he's like that'll do pig, and that had nothing to do with each other. Oh, Peru.
There you
Oh, South America.
Peru, Ecuador.
Okay. All right. South America. I had it wrong. I was thinking somewhere island nation over. Yeah. Okay.
There you go. Green Acres is the place to be.
Yeah. Arnold. Oh, Arnold the pig. That was Green Acres. God damn it. Arnold. Yeah. That's where that damn joke came from. That damn pig on Green Acres. That was the joke was this traveling salesman comes around to this guy's farmer's house, and it's so far in between houses, out like that.
Mhm.
So he drives up and he's like, "Hey, I'm selling." That farmer's like, whatever. And he's like, "Oh well." And the farmer's like, "You know what, man? Do you have you look tired? You want a glass of tea? My wife made some, tea. Come on in." And so, he's like, "Sure." So he goes in the farmer's house and they sit down and he's drinking this tea. And this pig comes in. The pig only had 3 legs. And he's like, "Wow, you have a pig." He said, "Yeah, that's a really smart pig right there." And he said, "Oh, well, why does he only have 3 legs?" And he said, "Well, funny story." He said, "One time we were in here and they pointed over at the heaters by the wall. It was a propane tank outside, and they had the propane heaters to heat the ceramic, little things in there." And he said, "We had that propane heater, that the curtain had come down, and it caught on fire. And that pig, he ran through the house squealing, woke everybody up and got us out. And I was able to put the fire out before it caused too much damage and save the whole family." And that guy, he said, "Wow, that's pretty cool." He said, "But why does he only have 3 legs?" And he said, "Well," he said, "after that, I was out plowing a field in the back 40 over here. And, I was way too far from the house for any human to hear me, or whatever." And he said, He said, my plow got hung up, and I went back there to unjam it. Got it hung up on some roots or something, and I was working with it, and that dang let loose and came down and pinned my leg to the ground, and it was cutting into me. And he said, man, I didn't know what I was going to do. And I started yelling, and all of a sudden, here come that pig. He heard me, and he ran up there, and he saw I was in distress, and he ran squealing until he got help, and they came out, and they helped me and got the plow off of me and saved my life. And he goes, wow, yeah, that's pretty cool, man. He said, but why does he only have 3 legs? And he said, well, goddamn, man, you don't eat a pig like that all at once.
Spin, spin, spin.
All right. We're gonna spin. No, not yet. It ain't spin time yet.
Let's see.
It's
Wilbur was on Charlotte's Web. I thought Wilbur was the horse, the talking horse.
Oh, Wilbur. Yeah, Arnold was definitely Green Acres. I remember that shit now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Wilbur. Yeah. That's why I like coming on here trying to remember shit and drink whiskey. That's fun. Woo! Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. Come on now.
Oh, you can do it.
Oh man, that tore me up earlier when I hope that was the only one. God.
You should still fell off trucks in the 70s. The nickname was Mr. Haney.
Now I can I was looking earlier, I can hide my finger behind my goatee now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I can probably hide 2 or 3.
Oh, I know you can. I know.
Yeah, I'll probably trim all this off here before too long. It's starting to get out of hand here. It's starting to get long.
Well, I ordered some balm to go in mine. It's actual conditioner, detangler, and you put it in after it's dry.
Yeah.
And the only thing it does is makes you have to wash your comb off because it gets all that.
Well, it's when it starts getting to where I have to use products to treat it. I ain't got.
Well, I like combing mine straight, so that's the only reason. And it gets tangled, and so once I've started using this, there's no tangles. Like,
oh, I got you there. Thank you. Yeah, Mr. Ed was the horse.
He said Wilbur.
Yeah, sorry. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm going to quit talking before I show my level of tipsy. Oh man! All right, it is now time to spin.
There you go.
Or close enough.
You can stop
ahead and get this.
You can stop a sneeze or a fart, but never try to stop both, or you'll get totally confused and clean twice as much of the house you thought you would.
Can you see this spinning?
Yep.
Good, because I forgot to ask. Matt B, look at that.
Nice new winner.
Well, we have not had a repeat tonight, and don't even knock on wood. We want repeats. You know, we want to see.
Occasionally, yeah.
Yeah, we want to see the excitement of it.
You get the doubles.
All right. Oh, this is a weird hashtag here. And I did these hashtags in reverse order, and it'll make sense after this. So, but anyway, freshwater fish, water fish, as opposed to saltwater fish, because that was down on the list. This is higher on the list. Is gurgle, because that's what sound. That's the only thing I come up with the sound that a fish makes. Gurgle.
Okay.
Either that or I don't know.
Bull.
Well, if you throw them on the table, they'll go. You know, it's like.
Mm-hmm. Yep. True that. So, what are y'all sipping on in the chat? Anything decent? Not decent. Scots preferably.
All right. Well, while we're waiting on their answers, I am going to play this intro. We are playing for samples tonight, and it's Super Chat Super Sticker only. You get 2 entries for every $1. We have a few people in the entries tonight, but it also doubles your entries to go for the bottle giveaway that's coming up this month. And I played the correct video. I'm the one giving it away tonight. Yeah.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah, little fish on the island. How's that go again? Yeah, that's about it.
Josh sipping on Jameson triple. Oh, Rebecca Creek. Coal oil. I never heard of that one, Peter White.
And it will start to sing. Yeah, Bobby Bass. Is that his name? Bobby Bass?
Rock on Tour Ride. Okay. Trying to decide what my next little pour should be. I just don't know. Leaning toward a rye, possibly. Mr. Mom sipping on blackberry lemonade sparkling water. Oh.
You know what that needs? That blackberry lemonade.
Oh, the koala. I got you.
Needs a little bit of raspberry flavored vodka in it. That's what that needs.
See, that's Albuna, Balichin. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Caldonia. Edredor.
Okay.
We'll go with a little splash of that. It's fairly dark for a Scotch.
Peach Lightning. Yeah.
Peach Lightning. Yeah, there you go. That's pretty good.
What he was calling for you to try. A little peach.
I have me a little splash of Peach Lightning.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to save that for the wife, though. Because she has not tried it yet. And she will. I'm betting she's going to love that one.
I got to clear this Baker's. This is how I clear my Baker's out of the glass. I pour a little water in there.
Exactly. Sure, kitty.
Swirl it around. And then drink it.
Yep. There's your Edredor. Motorol. That's good stuff.
Now
I need to get another bottle of that. It's getting low. Nice.
Let's see if I can hit that damn chair with this. I'm back further than I used to be. Oh, I could not do that again if I tried. I have like this head pillow thing over my recliner.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's a pillow like that, and then it has this drape thing that comes back, and there's a weight at the end of the thing down behind it that holds it in place.
Yep.
And I can pull it up and down, like down to my shoulders and up or whatever. And I threw that plastic bottle, and there is no way, but that thing just like, it was going fast, and it went to like almost stopped in midair about an inch above that and just laid right there. And it is in between the top of the head pillow and where I couldn't do that again. I probably could knock that thing off there if I tried.
Yep.
I should have had,
let's see,
I should have had a camera over here on that chair so I could compete with like Dude Perfect and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a little redder and not quite as dark. Yeah.
No, this is definitely a little darker.
It's darker. Yeah, you're making me want to grab my Rebecca Creek now.
But a completely different profile. I mean, completely. That's nice.
Hey, Guani, you can give it to whoever you want to.
Mm-hmm. For sure, Guani.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm pouring the Booker's now. This Booker's is 126.6 proof.
Uh-huh.
That's why I had
that?
Of the other earlier. Because this is fuck you up territory here.
What's the name on that batch?
It's the Mighty Fine.
Oh, okay.
2023-03.
Gotcha.
I mean, I have the 2019-03 Country Ham,
Hmm.
but I'm not going to drink it anymore because I want to give it away as samples.
Okay.
And so I'm saving the rest of that to divide up into 1 ounce samples
Okay.
because you're just not going to get it anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
it's gone now. So might as
Yeah,
well.
man.
And if there's like a half ounce or something left when I'm done pouring those up, I'll just drink that and remind myself of it and shed a tear, cry. Because that was
What I've
one.
been doing with a few of my bottles is when it starts getting really low, I'll go ahead and pour like a 2 ounce sample and then chuck it in the drawer.
Yeah.
That way I have a sample of it and then, finish it off. Just whatever, finish it off or give out samples or whatever. But I try to keep back like 2 ounces of whatever bottle.
Oh, hell, that's good. Whoa, man. You start with Legion and you think, oh, that's pretty good. And then you go to Baker 7, you're like, it's stronger. Okay. It's not as complex, but it's still pretty good. And then you go to the 2023-03 Mighty Fine Batch on Booker's. Holy shit, dude. That just carameled everything over. Like big time. Like dark, deep. Like you cooked the sugar and right before it got bitter, you took it off the fire.
Nice.
That's how deep that caramel is. That is some good stuff.
Oh, sorry, Orlando. I think when is it, Jody?
What's that?
Live stream. When you taking the 3-week break of live stream?
Oh, it'll be after April 24. So April 24 is the bottle giveaway. Okay. That'll be my last live stream for 4 weeks, because I'll take 3 off and then I'll come back after that.
Okay.
I'll be back home. But yeah, so we're giving the bottle away. That's going to go right up through the 24th. And I actually get my car that night. Well, that early next morning to start driving toward Arkansas.
Okay.
Because I'll get off of here and I'll tell you then, I'm just going to warn y'all ahead of time. If I drink anything on that show, it's probably going to be like 2 and that's it. Because I don't have time for my body to process it because I'm going to be in my car at like 2 or 3 in the morning heading out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get off here and go to bed by 9 o'clock.
So basically most of March.
Yeah.
First 3 weeks.
No. May.
Sorry, May.
It'll be
February, March, April. Yeah, May. First May. 3 weeks of May. No stream. Gotcha.
But well, it's that week. I'll go. I'll work the next week, so no show. And that'll be, I don't know, May, whatever. I think May 4th is my birthday. Well, it's not even May then. It's the part of the last week of April. So it's not 3 weeks of May. It's the most of that last week is April, and then there's like 1st and 2nd or something. The 1st, I think, of May. Yeah, okay. So if you want to say first 3 Thursdays of May, I think that's correct.
Okay. I think you're right.
Yeah.
And that's good.
Because I think
I got to back that bottle up.
If I'm remembering correctly, I think the 1st of May is on a Thursday.
Oh, I don't know. But
it's time to spin. It's time to spin.
April, let's see, May. Yep, 1st of May is a Thursday.
Yeah, that we will not have a show. All right, can you see this shit?
Yep.
Okay,
gotcha.
Good. Here we go. Worth 1 entry to the bottle. And bam, the rye guy. Whoa, wait a minute.
Orlando.
Rye guy +1.
Sorry, Charles.
+1 right there.
And we're gonna spin again.
We're gonna spin again. God dang, that damn Booker's is good. Somebody should have told me that 3 years ago. Guani, look at that. It's rigged. Now we know it's
Hey.
rigged.
Congratulations, Guani, that never wins.
Now we know it's rigged. All right. Oh, well, I didn't mean to hit that button. I meant to hit that button. Hang on.
And we ain't spinning it again.
Nah, we're not spinning again. All right. And then, oh, I remember now. What I put for this? I was torn. I started to put PURR, but I ended up putting meow. See,
Kitty cat, of course.
it's cats. Well, that's a number. See, dogs are still number one.
Oh, there you go. They are.
So there you go.
Hashtag torn.
Torn. Yeah. I almost put PURR per.
Her. Yeah, I can see that. I like meow better though.
Yeah, meow. There you go. But I keep you on your heels. You never know. You know what I'm gonna put.
There you go.
And I could put like TD. Wait. Oh no, TF. See, TFSC. That stupid fucking cat. You know, something like that. Whatever. You never know what I'm gonna put for the hashtag. Gawani won. Yeah, he got an entry. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some of them cats can be weird, that's for sure. Heck.
But I'll tell you what, this little sucker. Now, here's the deal, though. How many people have, or families or whatever, have the option that we have? My wife fosters cats for Humane Society.
Mm-hmm.
So she gets and brings all these different cats in. They're only here for, I don't know, a week or two, you know, and then we keep them and we take them to the vet and they get spayed or neutered or whatever. And then we socialize with them or whatever, and then give them back to be put up for adoption. So they're only here a short time.
Mm-hmm.
But what that affords them to do is to get to know the personality of the animal in the house. And then they're like, no, you don't understand. This cat is the one that we're going to keep, right?
Gotcha.
And I'm like, okay. And I'm telling you right now, Eddie is freaking bonus cat. I mean, but we went through 20 cats. And then this one just meshed with everything. Everything just meshed. And I was like, okay. You know.
Gotcha.
But with all those other ones, I don't get to know them. I don't care to know their names. I don't try to, you know, I'm not building a relationship because they're just going to go right back to the humane. Yeah.
Gotcha. Greg was wondering which Bookers are you drinking? He says the 2025-01 is starting to drop in North Carolina.
Okay, well, I'm drinking the 2023-03, the Mighty Fine batch.
He probably has it.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Did my super chat show up? Let's see.
Oh, let me play this while you're thinking, because I got to get this out of the way. We are giving away samples tonight. And here we go. And yeah, it's my turn, and I'm going to be pouring up samples to ship out over the next day or two. And yeah, so if you want to get in on that, it's Super Chat, Super Sticker only. You get 2 entries. Oh, hang on. God damn, Paulin. You get 2 entries for every $1. And that not only do you get the entries for the sample giveaway, you get them for the bottle giveaway coming up in April 24. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and spin this thing because
I think it did there, Wigwag.
I know it's shorter, but the last ones come in tight. So here we go. Good luck, everybody. It's a little faster on the last spins. But I don't know if I'm going to. Oh, Mr. Mom is a +1. See?
Cheers. Congratulations, Orlando.
Look at there. Draw again. I don't let your confetti die out if you're a repeat winner. You only get that once.
Yep. I ain't got nobody got time for
Sugar.
that. Sugar Kitty. About time.
Kitty. Look at there.
Congratulations, sir.
All right. Now we only have one more to go.
Mm-hmm.
I got you, Bourbon Engineer. I'll write that down here.
Winner, chicken dinners.
I have to set this last one up. Last one. All right. This is number 1.
Wigwag, I think he's got you though. I can't page up enough that I can find your super chat from earlier, but I'm pretty sure that he saw it and put it in there.
Well, who? Because I have a whole thing dedicated to only fan funding over here, and I've had 4. So there we go.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
Yep, Bourbon.
So you saw Wigwags.
Wait. Wigwag did not. No, I don't have a wigwag.
Really?
Nope. Because they come up over here.
Yeah. Tell you what, let me do that myself. I think I can do that. What the heck? Oh, it disappeared. Shoot.
What? You saw? Did you see something from what?
No? Well, Wigwag said he had put a super chat in, but he didn't see it show up.
No, it didn't show up.
And then I can't get all chat or anything else on YouTube now.
Well, I have all chat here, or live chat, I mean, and
Yeah.
then I have fan funding. Oh, there's Wigwag. Okay.
There it is. Yeah,
got
and
it.
that showed up.
Yep. Now I got it.
All right, he's in there to win.
All right, I got it. There we go. Now I'm going to go make the wheel right because we're on our last spin here. I got to get the wheel good. All right.
Nice, Greg. Greg going old school on us. Who let the dogs out?
Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40. There we go.
There it is.
Circle. Then
Top dog let the dogs out. That's who it was, Greg.
okay, got that. Rye guy.
Oh, yeah, right guy. Kathy was in there.
Oh, I got a Kathy in there already.
I think Orlando was in there.
Oh, I got him. 15, 20. And then circle that one. I got Top Dog coming up right here. Top Dog, living in the world with Top Dog. That's that cat dog cartoon.
Cat dog.
8, 4, 5.
That was a good little show. I liked Cat Dog.
10, 15, 20. Yeah.
And then Ren and Stimpy though. Oh,
I know. Oh,
Ren and Stimpy was so cool. I liked it.
All right, now Bourbon Engineer. All right, I got
Whiskey Nose in there for Renee Pitts. Pete's.
Renee Pete's. Well, hang on. Let me do this. 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't know who Renee Pete's is.
10. Okay. Now I got that one. Then wigwag. Let me do wigwag. Wag.
Oh, okay.
Workshop. Okay. Let me get wigwag in here.
So Renee is top dog, Mrs. Top Dog. Gotcha.
Got that one. Okay. And then Whiskey Nose is pitting people against each other. Renee Pete's.
Well, he's adding to
Okay, Top Dog. Okay.
Top Dog.
Okay. I got it. It's 10. It's 10.
Thank you there, Marty.
There. We got 10. Now, Renee Pete's. Circle. It's done. I hate to do this to you, Mark, but I have to go to the restroom right quick. I have drank a lot of water.
Hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Especially at our age nowadays. I mean, geez, you better go unless you got some depends on. Then you're gonna go anyway. But that's all right. In the meantime, while he's gone, I want to like pour myself something else here. Oh, what do we got? We got to pick out something different. What will we want? Let's see. Scotch, bourbon, Irish. Oh, here we go. We'll go with some Still Austin. We'll go with some of this here. Tanager. The nice little blend that they came up with a sweet bottle. This thing is pretty cool. And it's quite tasty. Although, according to the Bourbon Engineer and Top Dog, my little blend that I came up with kind of put a whooping on them, on the Tanager. Don't tell Nancy though. She'll be highly annoyed if you tell Nancy that some Joe Blow's blend was better than her blend. Thank you, baby.
All right. I'm
coming in this real business. Yeah, exactly, Greg. But it's a good blend, though. I mean, look at the darkness on that thing there.
Yeah.
That's that Tanager.
I am not seeing more entries, so we're good. All right, we're about to spin this last one. So if you don't have Wolf in yet, Wolf it up. Hashtag Wolf.
So let's see here. Okay. No. Tanager. Great.
All right, I'm gonna bring this thing up, Mark. Tell me if it shows.
Okay.
Is it showing?
Wolf.
All right, good. I'm spinning the damn thing. All right, last one. Here we go. Land on me. Land on repeat winners. Let's go. Woody's Garage. That is
Woody's
not
Garage.
a repeat winner, but you know what? Congratulations, Woody's Garage.
Congratulations, Woody. He should have got his samples by now.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's going to be a lot of people getting a lot of shit next week. All right.
We're keeping them busy.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of folks getting stuff.
Take it, Top Dog. I thought it turned out pretty good. I mean, I've had some of your blends too, and those are really tasty as well.
All right. So we've had 1, 2, 3 extra entries tonight because of repeat and landing on me.
Yep.
And Lori got an entry tonight.
Yep.
So there we go. And I'll try to come up with something other topic next week. Hopefully, we've had a lot of outages at work of having to join these damn things and blah blah. Anyway, whatever. But it's time to spin, guys. We're gonna spin. I think this is all we're going to get tonight. We are going to sample drawing, spin this thing. And we're going to hit shuffle just like a whole bunch of damn times and hit spin.
All right, here we go. She's
Here
whooping
we
on
go.
it. And I cannot
Everybody's
see who it
game.
is.
Rye guy. It's Rye guy. It's Rye guy. I called it.
Is it?
Rye guy.
Yep. Congratulations, Charles.
There we go.
Yep.
Man, even though I may have all your shit, I may have everything. It's so much easier if you just send me an email. And I know it says quarterly drawing, but any drawing winners, just email me and say, hey, I won.
Right, Goani? Kathy should have won. What the heck?
Yeah, I mean, we'll get there.
I've got Charles' info if you need it.
All right, but I'm just saying that's it. Bourbon Bounty 2019 at gmail.com. There it is.
Congratulations, Charles.
Oops. No, don't do that. Don't end stream. I clicked the wrong thing. I meant to end the
Now,
banner.
we're still going.
Yeah, we are, because I canceled that shit. That motherfucker dropped down to end stream. No. We still have 4 minutes.
Put me in, coach.
Yeah, there is no more put me ins.
Mm.
That's over.
Yeah.
But I will say this: we'll see what's going to happen, and over the next several months, we could see the dynamics. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. We may see the dynamics of what affordable whiskey looks like. We'll just have to wait and see. We don't know.
I'm thinking that, with all this stuff going on, we're going to be able to see more bourbon available to us and not being shipped abroad.
That's what I'm thinking. And it's probably going to bring the price down because,
yeah,
and that's what I'm hoping.
A lot of the allocated stuff that was really allocated, hard to find, that's going to be showing up more often because they're not shipping it out. So
I know
we should have more supply for our demand,
Yeah, Greg McDonald. Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. I'm looking forward to that shit when I can't get my screen started. Yeah.
Greg, sometimes you got to throw your thumb up your ass and holler snake,
Well, and sometimes people get kidney stones or like.
Oh God, yeah.
That.
Thank God I have never had experienced that. My brother has. He's had kidney stones. I'm like, hey, more power to you, brother.
When razor blades come through your penis, it is not a fun day. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I hate to leave it on that note, so we won't. We have 2 minutes now. We're going to lighten the mood a little bit and say, we don't know what tariffs are going to do. We don't know what the future holds. We are just going to play it by ear and bring you what we can bring you. And
like normal, we're going to roll with the punches and
deal
with what's dealt to us.
And I'll follow my back in the bouncy castle and see if I can get to the top of the big slide.
Dang, sugar kitty.
And other than that, we are at time. So I hope y'all had a great time. I know I had a great time.
Oh, yeah.
I always hope y'all have a great time. But we are at time.
All right.
Mark.
Yes, sir.
You got
Peach Love whiskey, y'all.
Not Peach Love. There you go. I hit you up for it every time. There it is. All right, Peace, Love, whiskey, guys.
Well, that's good stuff.
There we go. We'll see you next week.